that?
I got us another engine to tear down. Oh, wait. It's okay. You're gonna like it. It's a small block this time.
Okay.
Yeah, ready to see it? Ready to see it? It's a Chrysler.
No,
Yeah. It'll be fun. It's engine. Oh. Okay. Goodbye. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be tearing down a Chrysler 360 engine. This is the other small block. When people think about small block engines, they usually think about Ford 302, Chevy 350s. This is the other one, the Chrysler family of, this is the LA family of engines. These were used for years. They eventually became the Magnum engines that were in all the Dodges in the 90s. No one seems to talk about them that much, but everyone swears by them that they're reliable. So we're going to tear this down and see what it looks like inside.
Billy just pointed out to me that we're probably going to have to get a whole lot of SAE sockets, because this is from back when everything used American sockets. So that's going to be fun. Dude, look at this little Christmas tree vacuum thing. I want to keep that. That's awesome. Let me take you guys in there and show you a little bit better. So you guys will notice, this is strange. The spark plugs go in at different angles. All four of them are at separate angles from each other. I'm sure that's very fun to do in the vehicle. Of course, on an old Chrysler that this engine would have come in, you could probably stand in the engine bay. You'll notice it's got way different sized ports for the primaries and secondaries. Got this wacky little vacuum port thing. There's 5 vacuum ports coming off of this one Christmas tree thing. You got your tiny little points condenser with, looks like 2 pickups inside. Very, very strange.
Yeah, we don't know anything about distributors.
I mean, we know a little bit, but not like specific. Definitely never seen one that looks like this. At least that's actually moving, so that ought to come out pretty easy.
These spark plugs really oh, that's a little tight.
Yeah, these are
that
old spark plugs.
tight.
These are the ones that are, what size is that, 7/8?
13/16.
13/16. This is back when spark plugs were big. Yeah, look how big that thing is. Auto light 65, back when they only needed 2 numbers to tell you what plug it was. And you'll see it's got the Siamese exhaust ports in the middle. Very tiny little ports. And probably made a good amount of torque, probably didn't make anything for power. This is a mechanical fuel pump that is driven off of the camshaft. And it's literally just a diaphragm that gets pushed, and that's what pumped the fuel up to the carburetor.
Yeah, this is a bit of a mystery engine to us. I found this on Facebook Marketplace at a machine shop, so maybe it'll be good for a build, maybe not. The guy I bought it from is even like, yeah, I don't know, it's been sitting here for years.
Yeah, so Billy was like, why not? Worth a shot. I'm curious to see the timing. So the timing's behind this water pump cover. The water pump would actually bolt right here. The actual cam and timing gear and everything's behind that. A little cast iron block.
And heads. And manifolds.
And friggin' steel valve covers and everything.
This is very loose. We'll take the mystery spinning thing out of here. Save that. Ah!
Wait,
I was expecting more, but there's a gear down in there.
What's the end of that?
It's just like a shaft.
Hold on, hold it up. Oh, yeah, it's a flat-bladed shaft, yeah. I remember hearing something about Chryslers just use this rather than a gear.
Okay.
So yeah, see that gear down in there? And it's got that blade in it. So that must be how they drive the timing.
Yeah, off the camshaft.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Billy just turned that and a little bit of stuff blew out of that one, but it turns over fine. All right, behind door number 1.
Yeah, It's an old engine. Old cork valve cover gasket.
Push rods and stamped steel rockers.
Ah.
Let's see.
I like how these are shaft mounted through the middle.
Yeah, that's a Chrysler thing. That's the new Hemis are the same design. Behind door number 2.
Someone put a lot of RTV on these too.
Wow.
RTV and cork.
Crap out of that thing.
Oh, so much RTV in there.
Yeah, they used the cork gasket and they just completely covered it in cork or RTV. Although surprisingly, everything's still intact. It might have been a running engine, no problems with it. Oh, I thought it was sealed. Apparently it's just really friggin' heavy. I always thought it was cool how readily available you could see the cam. Is this flat tap it?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, this is not... In like 92, they first came out with the Magnum version. They went to rollers, but it wasn't like the fuel injected Magnum, so it was still like this. And then like in 93 or 94, they came out with the fuel injected Magnum that everyone knows and all the Ram 1500s and stuff. And they did slightly different heads and roller cams.
Oh,
for the future. I had a Brock intake manifold.
It's got a aluminum Edelbrock manifold for it.
Yeah.
Sick. Very thick stamped steel.
Here's something interesting. So these push rods, they're solid. There's no hole going all the way through them.
Oh, wow.
Like other ones. So the way these get oiled, it gets fed through these shafts. So there's holes here. I guess these rocker shafts get pressurized with the oil, then it shoots out these holes. Yeah, here's a.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's the hole. Oh.
There's a bunch of them all along here.
There's the hole.
There's another one. There's another one.
So it comes out of that, and then it actually.
There's another one.
That's wet.
Mm-hmm.
Good old Chrysler, always doing weird stuff with their oiling.
All right, cylinder heads next. 13, 16. Did you see that?
I'm so glad we got that on camera. So that's the outside of the head row. Tiny little head bolts. They're coarse thread too.
Wow.
That's. Take these last 4. Those are longer. Also still coarse thread.
Yeah. Oh wow, that was a really long one. Right there. So hold on. This one right here was a lot longer than the other ones.
Oh wow. That is definitely important to know. You can tell by this embossment.
Yeah, it's raised up from the other
This
ones.
embossment's higher than the rest. That's what the cylinder heads look like. They're 30 over.
There's a 30. This.
This thing's been bored. Well, they bored it, but they must not have done a great job on cylinder number 4. Because it's definitely running different, unless that's got an EGR in it.
Yeah, I think the EGR, I think it comes from that. Yeah, it goes over to like that side or something.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, this was recently built, so it got all the hash marks on the cylinder walls.
Yeah, so what we're noticing, you can see .030 on the pistons. So these were bored 30 over. Definitely been through before. 30 over probably means they ran it until it smoked and then they, bored it out and ran it again. Cool. All right, let's see what's behind door number 2.
That's a cool surprise to find 30 over.
Yeah.
From a mystery engine.
So we got one very hot valve. Otherwise, looks fine. These ones also say 30 over. One of these has had water in it.
I think it just collected on there.
Oh, okay, it wipes right off. Yeah. So this was probably sitting on the ground. They probably had it leaning up against this motor mount on an angle like that, and that's why that had a little bit of moisture collecting it. Those flat tap? Yeah, those are flat tappets.
Yep.
Huh. They're flat tappets, but they're still hydraulic lifters.
Mm-hmm.
They still pump up with oil.
All right, now I'm gonna get all this out of the way.
Well, that dipstick was broken.
All right, now get to use new tool
Ooh, really?
that I've never used before. We're learning.
Science!
We see this on YouTube all the time. We've never actually used one of these pullers.
Yeah, that's the fancy puller. I like how that works. Alright, there's the old balancer. Oh, it's a double roller with a billion miles of slop on it.
Yes.
Holy crap.
This front cover though is good. Keep that.
Front cover was fine. Yeah, that's funny. They didn't put tensioners on these things back then, and your timing is just whatever it wants to be at any point in time. Look at how much play there is. That is insane. When you have an engine that you want to run right, you definitely don't want this much play. And it's crazy to me that there is nothing as a tensioner at all. That has seen some miles. Whoa!
That's separate from the sprocket.
Yeah.
Yep.
Neat. Look at the tiny little woodruff key they put on that thing. Did they was there oil going to the cam bearings? Because there's holes in, this is a hollow cam.
Yeah, I think it comes from the front.
Oh.
CWC EP18. Oh, maybe this is a factory cam.
That's cool. So this is how we know it's a 360. It's got the part number here, but it's 4179930-360-1.
This like tag right here is like new.
Yeah, that's one of those things. It was a reman.
Back in the days of not even like a windage tray or baffles in these things at all.
Just a bunch of sludge. Not really.
Cool. Oh, someone marked that's what these are. They marked the rods.
5, 6.
Yeah, so there's 5 dots there. 6,
Yeah.
7. Okay. Yeah, I think it's a factory crank, but it's been worked or something.
But somebody did rebuild this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just noticing this. Look how close the bottom of that piston comes to that circle, to the counterweight. I mean, it's like less than a 1/4 inch. That's crazy.
So it's gonna go 1, yeah, 1, 2,
It's just like
3, 4,
just like Chevy.
5, 6. All right.
Yeah. Oops.
So the numbers are going to be on the same sides as each other. Yeah, so 6, 6, 8, 8, okay.
They must have gotten an interference with the connecting rod.
Yeah, so the connecting rod. Alright. So these look fine. On the connecting rod and the wrist pin. So the wrist pin fully floats on the piston. There's no clips. So it must be pressed onto the connecting rod itself to keep it from shooting out. Those are some thick rings.
Bearings look fine.
Yeah, you can reuse these.
Another interesting thing to note, these bearings, they've got the normal tab right here to keep them in place, but then on this other side you can see this, it's like a V-shaped groove that they cut right here so that oil can go in here. They've got it machined out just a little tiny bit extra wide so that oil can go in here and around and get into the bearing from this side as well. That's wild.
Oh, so the drive shaft goes out with the other gear on the other end of it.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
That is the thing that drives the oil pump. Okay.
And the distributor.
And the distributor. Oh yeah, that's right. Distributor's on the other side.
Yep. And crank.
Okay, go back to this one. Yep, those bores look mighty fine. Still some crosshatch in them. Only a little bit of straight line scoring, but not even close to being able to feel. Even in the worst cylinder right there, all you've got is a little bit of staining from the rust that was in there. Well,
Pretty cool. Nothing destroyed, which is better luck than many of the other engines we've torn apart.
I know, this is one of the first engines we've had where it hasn't been a complete
And we got
catastrophe.
a nice surprise with that 30 overbore.
Yeah. Pretty neat. So hopefully Billy will find something to put it in.
Like an old 60s or 70s Plymouth or something.
Yeah, that'd be cool. All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. We will see you next time on Randy Billy Garage.